Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chuck Bezio.
And I'm Jen Bezio.
And this is our 2014 psychic reading from the Psychic Couple. You can go to our website at www-psychiccouple-com. That's psychiccouple.com. And these psychic readings are all about superstars in the news. I hope you enjoy the Christmas music in the background because
these are predictions for 2014.
Yeah, 2014. And today is December 2nd, 2013. So you'll be able to see how good we do. Okay, first person we're going to be talking about is Alec Baldwin. Apparently he had a stalker, and the stalker's been convicted. And Alec Baldwin also was in the news this year where he did a late night show talk show on MSNBC, and MSNBC has dropped his interview program.
Oh.
They canceled it.
Burr.
Yes. So, do you think the stalker's going to be serving a long sentence?
Oh, no. It's just going to be a temporary thing, maybe a couple of months. Yeah, Alec Baldwin himself isn't going to be doing all too good this year either.
Yeah, no, he didn't do too good with his talk show. I don't think he should go in with talk shows. Talk shows is not where it's at.
He's
for
got
him.
too much of a temper.
He does have a temper. And he gets a lot of bad publicity for that. I think he should stick with acting.
Now, maybe if he did acting, or maybe if he did something funny like Saturday Night Live, he might have a chance. But trying to be a serious talk show host, maybe if he went to HBO with Bill Maher.
Paul McCartney was in Russia, and he sang, or he cited the lyrics back in the USSR, urging the Russian President Vladimir Putin to release 30 people arrested during a Greenpeace protest at an Arctic oil rig. So he was being an activist there. Do you think he'll continue with his activist duties?
I think that he will continue with some of it, but he's going to step back into the shadows. He's not going to be really out there as a spokesperson for Greenpeace. But when it's deemed necessary, he will come forward.
Now, what about music or concerts or new songs?
I don't really see any new music coming out. He may do a couple cameo appearances in various different concerts, but yeah, he's kind of taking a break from all of that. You'll probably see him either in acting or in like a regular television show, making an appearance or two.
Okay, Bob Dylan. Do you have anything? Well, I'll read this one. Bob Dylan, The Gates of Eden. A member of the gallery staff poses next to an iron gate called Untitled 6 during a press preview of the artwork by singer-songwriter Bob Dylan entitled Mood Swings. And this was at a gallery in London. The exhibit of new artwork includes 7 iron gates welded by Dylan from scrap iron and other metal parts, including a wrench, a roller skate, a meat grinder, and lawn tools. The show also includes paintings and car doors full of bullet holes, alongside newspaper reports about underworld icon, including Pretty Boy Floyd and Machine Gun Kelly. What do you think about this?
Well, the art is going to go. Anybody that's anybody wants a chunk of Bob Dylan. But as far as things go on,
It's like memorabilia, but I don't think he's going to become a superstar artist in art in his metal. He's going to be known for his singing and not for his art.
Well, that's just that he really needs to. You really need to start digging and getting into his old stuff.
You think he'll be doing any singing, any concerts, any new music?
I don't know.
Well, as the psychic couple, you should know. Okay, I don't think. I don't think that there'll be new music. I don't think there'll be any concerts in his future.
Well, it all depends. They gotta dig in the archives and find what else that's hidden. You never know what there is about Bob Dylan out there.
So you think that he's going to be making
the memory lives on.
Most of his money will be coming from royalties from prior things. Okay. Madonna, humanitarian. Madonna in Haiti. She visited a humanitarian project that her ex-husband Sean Penn has been overseeing since the Caribbean nation's devastating earthquake in 2010. Now, one other little tidbit of information. Did you know that Madonna made the most amount of money last year?
Yeah. No, I heard that. And she still got it. She is still going strong, and she's going to continue to go strong. The thing that she's doing now, becoming the humanitarian and speaking up for the poor and the homeless and the different islands and things like that, is going to go really, really good for her too.
Yeah, I do believe that she's going to be doing a lot of humanitarian work.
Oh, she's got a lot of life left in her. She's going to go far still, and further than she's ever been before.
Yeah, and she's still going to be very profitable.
Yeah, and then she's going to have a few new twists up her sleeve, too. So.
And a few new songs in 2014. I don't think she's going to go on like a world tour and spend all her time in concert, but I do believe that she will be spending some time in singing and a lot of time doing some humanitarian work. Okay, I forgot this one here. I don't know why I missed it. Can't stand her.
Can't stand her?
Yes.
Who?
Lady Gaga.
Ah, the Gaga.
Lady Gaga. She recently was on the Muppet shows.
Yep, she's still climbing. She's young. She has a lot of potential.
She's in the verge of changing her image. I think it will be successful. Toning herself down a little bit. Definitely new music in 2014.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely out on concert.
I think she's going to be trying her ability at acting a little more,
I was going to say, I do believe that she's going to be on TV more. Definitely.
Definitely a good year for her coming up.
Yeah. Prince William. And the Royals. And Princess Catherine. And their new baby, Prince George.
Yeah.
Anything for them in 2014?
They're going to lavish this new little baby. There's not going to be any new babies right now. William's brother there is going to announce to tie the knot.
In 2014?
Yeah. And the Royals will still be in the limelight, but they're not going to be as in the limelight as they were this past year between the wedding last year and the baby.
Oh, I was going to say, 2014 for Prince William and Princess Catherine and Prince George is definitely going to be a more toned down year than 2012, their marriage, 2013, their baby. So, yeah, I mean, they'll be in the news. They're always in the news. Every time they step out of the palace and go out to eat, they make news. But I don't think it's going to be any history-making. 2014 is not going to go down in the history books as...
I don't know. You got to keep an eye on Queenie.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about William and Catherine.
If there's news
and
to be
George.
made, she'll let you know about it.
Yeah. Okay, so going on to the next name here, Jack Black.
Jack Black! The Pirates of the Caribbean.
No. You're getting that. That's,
Didn't Johnny Depp play Jack Black?
Jack Black is, here's a picture of him.
Oh,
so you
that
can see.
Jack Black!
He's
Alright,
the
the comedian.
Yes. It may be one of the most boring lines ever. Leave a message after the beep. But what you manage to jazz up your phone's outgoing message with a celebrity. An advocacy group for autism speaks is offering just that. Custom recording messages from Batman star Adam West, Breaking Bad star Bryan Cranston, singer Cher, actor Jack Black, Jim Parsons, Mark Hamill from Star Wars.
Oh, they're going to go far with that.
Michael Dorn from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all for...
I want one from Worf.
Yeah. Michael Dorn?
Michael Dorn, yeah. I wouldn't mind one from Luke Skywalker either.
I bet you don't know who this name is, but if I showed you the picture, I bet you would know who she is. Ellen Pompeo.
Ellen Pompeo.
Yes.
It rings a vague bell, but...
Grey from Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, really?
Meredith.
Oh, alright.
Yes.
Cool. What about her?
Okay. No diversity in the Emmys, she said. Ellen wasn't a fan of this year's Emmy award show. 43-year-old Grey's Anatomy actress says she was really disappointed by the Sunday telecast. I didn't see any diversity in the Emmys at all. The Emmys felt so dated to me. She said in an interview on Monday, the dance number was embarrassing. Did you see one person of color in that dance number? Grey Anatomy is one of the more diverse shows on television. I'm extremely proud of our very, very diverse cast, which represents the world that I walk around in every day.
Grey's Anatomy is very unique in that fact that they have every color, every race, every religion. It's very, very, very unique in that manner. As far as her opinion on the Emmys, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I just think she's a little sore because she wasn't nominated or in there.
A little shocked at her age. I never expected her. I didn't think she was 43 years old.
I knew she was getting up there. She's starting with the crow's feet. You could see them.
Oh, isn't that nice?
But Grey's Anatomy will come back for another season.
Yep. I think the show is still...
Very, very popular.
Yeah. And it will continue to be, at least for another couple more years. Okay, Michelle Obama.
Very, very talented, beautiful woman. She's got a lot of potential, but right now she's still backing up her husband. But with this being his last term, we are going to see her a lot more. She is just going to, boom, be out there and helping and doing so much.
Yeah, her mission on obesity in children is going to continue, and she is definitely making a huge legacy or mark on this epidemic of childhood obesity. I just heard that there is a report that adolescents are beginning to have liver failure at alarming rates because
Liver
of
failure, diabetes,
the fatty
cholesterol
liver,
and triglycerides.
fatty liver syndrome. So her,
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand and realize that a fat person is not necessarily healthy. 9 times out of 10, they're fat because they can only eat the cheap or the starchy foods. You can't afford good healthy foods like protein and vegetables. You can only afford the pastas and the breads, which are a lot cheaper for people in middle and lower class to be able to get. So unfortunately, people see fat and they think, oh yeah, why don't you eat some more? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? As a matter of fact, the fat people of our world are malnourished and do need help.
mm-hmm.
And I think that's going to come out a lot more in the next year.
Clint Eastwood
Oh.
divorces his second wife, Diana.
Well, he's not going to be in the limelight much anymore. He's not really acting material for the screen. But we're going to see him come out now in cartoons, in movies, and things like that as the voices of people or critters.
Yeah. A lot like Michael J. Fox did.
Yeah.
And Michael J. Fox's show's not
Well,
doing
Michael
good.
J. Fox bounced back and tried doing another show, which was, you got to give him credit for that.
But his show's not making it, and it's
Yeah,
not
but
going to make it. Actually, I do give him credit for it. I do give him credit to get back in the studio.
I don't
And he
see
did
why
look
it's
good.
not making it. I mean, he's still got his comedy. He still has his funny bone.
He does, but at the same time, I don't know, having a
People have a
Parkinson's-
hard time laughing at somebody with that kind of a disability. We're all told you're not supposed to laugh. You're not supposed to poke fun. You're not supposed to make fun of the people that have to live through life with this. But at the same time, you have to overlook the disability and still see the person within. Once people can understand that he knows he's disabled, and he knows that he's got a disease that more than likely will never be cured in his lifetime, that he is back out there on the screen doing what he loves, and he wants you to laugh at him. He wants you to laugh with him. And that's something that people don't understand, is that there's still the person underneath that outer shell.
Because he's an actor. He's an entertainer.
He's an actor, he's an entertainer, he's a comedian, he's been in the movie screen for the last 30 years.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows is Family Ties. And I definitely, without a doubt, enjoyed the Back to the Future shows. How about you?
Oh, I definitely enjoyed those shows. There's several movies, other movies too, that he's been in that I really, really enjoyed. And I enjoyed him being the voice. When he's being the voice of a cartoon or of somebody else in like Disney or Pixar, you can't see the disability behind the face, and it helps to still have that laughter with him. And that's all that he's looking for, is to have that laughter back.
Kenny Rogers. He's still recording and
Oh,
performing.
Kenny, keep going. Energizer Bunny.
But he does it only when he feels like the mood.
Yeah, but you know, somebody at that stature, somebody of that kind of historic music behind him, can do something like that. He's only got to sing one song every couple of years, to, if he needs a boost. But that's about it. That's all he needs.
So 2014, new music?
He might come out with at least one new song, but he's still going to be out there and in the limelight.
Concerts?
He'll make a few appearances. He really can't do a lot of music anymore at once.
Joan Rivers.
Joan. She's going to stick to her commercials.
Yep. The legal wrangling continues between comedian and condo board president Joan Rivers and former downstairs neighbor in her luxury New York City building. Elizabeth, I won't say the name, was able to get into a $2 million two-bedroom unit she once occupied, despite a judge ruling the same day that she be denied access until paid $200,000 in common charges. The daily newspaper reported that she, surrounded by reporters, convinced police to let her in before officers got word of the judge's order. The judge later said Rivers would have to get an eviction order. River lives in a $30 million upstairs penthouse. But you also know that she owns property here in Connecticut, and she resided in Connecticut, and now she's actually gone back to Los Angeles with her daughter.
People like that have just way too much money and way too much time on their hands.
She's trying to sell her property. I think she'll sell her property. I don't think she'll get what she wants.
You don't think she's going to keep Connecticut?
No, it's on the market now.
Oh.
And she will sell it. Okay.
Well, bring me some donations, people, so that we can actually move up. I wouldn't mind owning Joan Rivers as a property. Hey, well, you gotta put a plug in there somewhere. To this day, we have never received a donation from anybody. And we've been doing this show for what? 6 years?
Going on 6 years, yeah.
Yeah, almost 6 years now, and we've always done it for free. We've always done it at our own expense. And it's not that it hasn't been fun. It's just that, and I know we have a lot of people that follow us, too. So I really don't know what the, why we couldn't, start receiving some kind of donation. Our donations, half our donations, all go to charity. So.
Well, at this point, I mean, I've done internet auction type things, and we are big on donating to charity. And a lot of the stuff that is sold on like eBay or auctions have gone right to charity organizations like.
Yeah, in all actuality, a lot of them, if we get like 99 cents or $1 or $2, a lot of them completely go, and we still have to add to that.
For the eBay fees and, yeah. Okay, so Jimmy Buffett. He performed on the NBC's Today Show in New York. You think he's going to be having any big
he's going to make
headlines
a couple.
in 2014?
Yeah, he's going to make a couple of headlines. He's going to do a concert.
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
New music in 2014? Or just...
Oh, yeah. No, he's going to come out with some new stuff. And cause he hasn't had a new song in a little while now. So he's going to release some new stuff.
And go into
But, country is country. It's forever. So...
And Faith Hill, his wife?
Oh, yeah.
Any more children?
Not of their own. Probably going to adopt if they take on any more. But they're going to release a duet album, I believe. Or at least one new song duet.
they probably will take some of their duets and put it together in a collection of duets.
Yeah, well, that's
But
what I was
I don't
saying by
think-
an album. It's going to be
Yeah.
a few things done.
Yeah, they'll repackage some. I mean, there may be one or two new songs that are duet, but it won't be a whole new.
There'll be some we've heard, some we haven't heard. They'll make a package deal for it.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, Michael. The people are still seeing him alive, you know that?
Yes, I do know that. He's not alive.
And there's still the big controversy about his death.
He's not alive.
Yeah, no, he's not. But the family is still making a killing out of leading these people on.
And did you know that his estate made more money this past year? And within the last 5 years, it's been 3 years, not consecutively, but in the last 5 years, he's made more money dead than he did alive.
Well, you know, that's what they say about the artists. You know, your stuff ain't worth nothing until you're dead.
And when he was
The
alive,
controversy is going to
was-
continue. The money is going to continue to flow in. There's going to be family wars over the proceeds of his songs and over some of his memorabilia. There's going to be a couple of things that go missing. Yeah, it's still all up in the air with him. And
Debbie,
it's never going to settle, just like it hasn't settled with Elvis Presley.
Debbie Rowe, Michael Jackson's former wife, admitted his frequent visits to her for medications worried her. Do you believe that in hindsight she is saying this, or do you believe that she actually had concerns for his well-being? when
I
he was
actually
alive?
think that she had concerns for his well-being. She was married to the man. She did know him, and she probably knew that he was headed down a path. But what can you say to somebody like that? He divorced her. That's one of the reasons why he divorced her.
What? What's the reason?
Drugs.
Oh, yeah. And money. She was out for money, and I don't believe that it was a love connection. I believe it was a marriage of convenience.
Yeah.
It always had been. Jim Carrey.
Funny man.
New movies?
Oh, yeah, he's going to have at least one new movie out. He's going to do some voices again in cartoon movies.
In 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Sad year for 2013 for one of my favorite country singers, Randy Travis. It began with him being arrested for driving while intoxicated. It ended up in later on in the year, a stroke that almost cost him his life. He is recovering.
Yeah,
He
his
won't
heart is severely affected.
He won't recover 100%. He'll never be back performing and entertaining.
Oh, no. That's what they might be saying, but...
No, this is what I'm saying. I don't see him making new music, going out on
he
tour.
will be. He will be.
Well,
Maybe
then,
not this year.
Not in
He'll be
2013.
making new
Not
music.
even in 2014.
In 14, he will be still letting go some new music.
I don't
He
think
won't
so.
be in the limelight. He won't be out doing concerts. But,
You think he'll be recording new music in 2014?
well, he has been all along, especially his gospel and his love for God. He is not going to give that up.
No, but I don't see him with his health and his condition being the entertainer and superstar that he was in the past, and I don't see it ever happening again.
This was a wake-up call for him. So, you know, I agree to disagree with you that we're talking completely opposite, but I don't think he's down for the count.
Now, speaking of opposite, and this is a perfect time to actually discuss this, because this question recently came up and was asked to me. How can one psychic get one bit of information And another psychic get another bit of information.
Not every psychic is the same. That's first off. Not every psychic uses the same tools for their information. That's another one. Not every psychic the way you filter out the stuff you want to use and the stuff you want to keep is completely different.
It's based on what is in your head.
So basically, you're doing a reading, and depending on the tools that you're using and the information that you're getting, all depends on what you're going to say and do. Not every psychic is 100% right all the time.
No, they're not. And the information they get, it has to be filtered through their own brain with their own life experiences. And this is how I answered the question.
I mean, there's the Akashic Records, there's your
all the different
spirit guide, there's people from the other side that nag and nip at you. There's a lot of different areas where people can be drawing their information from. And you got to pick and choose, and you got to figure out, well, what you think is real and what you don't think is real. And sometimes you're just not with it, on it.
There was a movie a few years ago that really explains this right 100%, and it was called Point of View. And I'll quickly remind you about the movie.
No, I remember the movie clearly. It had
there are 4 people.
4 different cameras, 4 different people, 4 different points of view as to how what happened. It was about an accident, wasn't it? In the middle of a
it was about an
intersection.
It was an assassination.
An assassination
of the president. And there were 4 very different stories for the exact event that occurred. And the people investigating had to find the commonalities between the different points of view to get to the bottom of the actual event that occurred. And that is why I can debate out some psychics. That's why 99% of the time you and I are on the same page. That other percent of the time, it's being funneled through and it being interpreted differently. What we can say about Randy Travis is that we both agreed that his health is...
his health was a very large impact. And it does make a difference.
Change his life.
It will definitely change his life forever. He's going to have to be a lot more careful.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, as long as he doesn't completely exhaust himself, which he likes to do, he should do fine.
I
think he's
don't
far
see
from
he's
over.
gonna. I can say I don't think he's far from over in life. I think he will live, but in more obscurity than in the limelight. That's my.
Well, you
opinion.
can't keep a good man down. That's all I have to say. Look at Stephen King, almost killed a couple of years ago. He's got several new books out now.
I can't see in Gilbert Humperdinck. You know who he is?
Yeah, he's a
Singer. And he recently had to cancel a couple of his shows for health problems.
It's Engelbert Humperdinck.
Engelbert, yes. That's how you say it. Engelbert Humperdinck. And I think his health is going to plague him. And continue to plague him.
He is older. And he doesn't really have to do much anymore anyway. But he's going to continue on singing. But I don't think he's going to be putting out anything new. He's just going to be recapping his old songs. Maybe redoing somebody else's.
Bill O'Reilly. He does the O'Reilly Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care for that show. You do. I don't like
do.
the politics. I don't like politics!
We're not doing that type of show today. I'm talking about him. I still think that he is going to continue to be extremely popular, extremely successful. And I do believe that he's going to have 2 or 3 very important interviews with some controversial guests.
Oh yeah, he always does well. He's not going to continue. I mean, he's going to continue to do well. Although I don't watch him or care for him or have anything to do with him because he's political.
I actually watch
There's a lot of political stuff going on that he's going to be able to nitpick and hammer at.
What about this? This is interesting. Robert De Niro.
What about him?
You know that the guy that played on The Sopranos died this year.
No.
Yeah, the main character, and Robert De Niro is going to actually play him in a Soprano movie.
Cool.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro's always good. He does a lot of. He's very, very versatile. I've seen him do comedy, and I've seen him do satire and drama, and everything with the Godfather and the Thug. So I think it'll be a good turnout.
I think he'll continue to get plenty of work in 2014. Yeah. He's one of those people that just
timeless.
That just keep going and going and going. Jessica Lange.
I've always liked her. I loved her in Coal Miner's Daughter. But these days in American Horror Story, love her.
She does a very good job in her multiple different roles.
She's always been so versatile. And she always has, she's always really true to heart played her lines or played her parts the really, really good.
You've seen her...
I've never seen that woman falter.
Crying, crazy, dancing, slutty. Watching an American Horror Story.
Motherly.
Motherly.
I love her sarcasm. I've always loved her sarcasm.
Yes, I think that she's going to be getting some awards for her acting in 2014.
Her versatility, yeah, yes. And the fact that she's keep on going.
And going.
She's like Cher or, Reba McEntire or Betty White. It's...
Okay, King of Pop dethroned. The statue of Michael Jackson outside of a football club in West London has been hauled down.
Why would they do that? Was it like vandalism, or did they take it down purposely?
On the order of the new owner. The tribute to the King of Pop was removed. A statue.
Oh, that's going to catch some money. Wow.
Yeah.
That's why they took it down.
In all actuality, believe it or not, they were just very disappointed. His diamond-studded white gloves only brought in $40,000.
They were rhinestone.
Yeah, but they believed that his gloves were a marquee symbol, and it would catch a minimum of $1 million, and it only got $40,000.
Really?
Yep. Bill Nye the Science Guy. I really don't like his new role these days, being a critic.
No, he needs to stick to the science.
Yeah. Bill Nye the Science Guy is also the injured guy. Dancing with the Stars. Producer says the TV personality was receiving medical attention after he was hurt during the most recent performance. Nye and his professional dance partner performed a routine dance on the Monday's episode and received 17 out of 30 possible judge points. Injuries have been fairly common during the show's 17 seasons. Wow, I didn't know Dancing with the Stars has been on for 17 seasons. That's interesting.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I have watched some of his, and this is just a personal, but I've listened to some of his recent interviews criticizing.
Well, he's getting more and more political as he gets older, and critical.
Tony Danza.
Tony. Yeah, he's going to do good. He's going to continue to do good. He's going to land a couple more acting in movies.
Roles.
Yeah. One comedy, one drama. But yeah, no, he's going to continue on.
The Rolling Stones.
Jagger, yeah. They're doing good. They're going to continue to do good like they've always done in the past. They're going to do a concert, at least one concert. They're going to come out with 2, maybe 3 new songs, but they're going to do a whole new release on all of their old songs too. So they're going to do a combo albums.
I think they're going to just repackage some of their old material and go back on a concert. I don't think that there's going to be any new songs.
Well, they're going to try them out at the concerts and see the kind of reception they get, and they're going to like the vibes they get off of it. So they're going to put at least 1 or 2 new songs out there. And that's the only real way to test out your new music is on live crowd.
Leonardo DiCaprio had a couple of movies this year, a couple of successes. I think he's going to win some Emmys or People's Choice Awards.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely amazing, and he's going to continue to get amazing. He is one of those that will season very gracefully, and is going to continue on for quite a while.
And this is Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the headline. Saves the tigers. Leonardo DiCaprio wants to help the tiger population of Nepal. His Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation has awarded $3 million in grants to the World Wildlife Foundation to work with the Nepal government on protecting the animals. I think that's honorable.
That's honorable. Anytime anybody like that, of any stature, that has any kind of money, put something towards something that's with reachable goals, is very, very important. When you've got spare millions in your pocket that can all be tax written off, why not?
I think that his foundation is going to continue to grow. This effort is going to be
anything being
successful.
put towards endangered animals is a good idea, is a good thing. We've got pandas, we've got the tigers. Just a couple years ago, we had the bald eagles. I mean, look at how some of the things that we've worked on together as a world, as humanitarians, some of the species that we've been able to bring back from the brink of extinction.
They should have tried a little harder with the black African rhino. It's sad that that's gone extinct.
All of them had died out, but at the same time, they have the DNA, they have the genetics, and they have the capabilities. Now, we're going to hear in another year or two that it was cloned, and the species exists again. If we can clone a sheep, or we can clone a cow, why can't we clone a species that has died out?
Yeah.
At least clone them for captivity. Make a breeding pair, and we'll harvest eggs, and we'll use surrogate parents.
Family Guy recently killed off their famous dog, Brian.
Yeah, I heard it was terrible.
And I don't think that was a very good thing for the show.
No, but Family Guy, I mean, it's adult comedy. It's been going on for years. It's going to continue to go on for years. And I guess they were stagnant in the storyline, so they needed to add something new.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a very popular choice.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, I don't think it was a very popular choice at all.
Well, no, anytime that you kill off a main character in any show, you're taking a risk of losing your your viewing support. And there were many, 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 many Brian fans out there.
And Billy Joe, not Joel, Billy Joe Armstrong and Nora Jones, bringing back the Everly Brothers.
Nice.
Billy Joe Armstrong has a future in sales if the music thing doesn't work out. Just ask Nora Jones, who had every intention of turning down an interesting but odd pitch from the Green Day frontman because of a tour exhaustion when she got on the phone with him. 20 minutes later, she'd agreed to an unlikely partnership that produced Foreverly, a loving recreation of all but forgotten Everly Brothers album that came out this week. I think that's going to be successful.
Yeah, it's going to be real successful. There's a lot of Everly Brothers fans out there that remember the group very, very well.
John Bon Jovi, interested in buying an NFL team.
Well, there's another guy that has been down and out, has fallen flat on his face, and has come right back up again. He's going to be releasing another song or two this year, one a duet, and he's going to be able to make his bid.
I think that he still has a lot of life in him. He's very popular.
Got a lot of music left to make.
Very popular. Will be on tour, will be on movies. I believe that he could possibly have a political career in the future.
I don't know about that one.
And yeah, I see him singing with a couple other people in duets.
Well, that's what I said. He's going to be doing a lot of duets.
Yeah, not specifically with just females, though, where he'll be singing with multiple other famous singers. And he'll be making his money, but I think he wants to start investing some of his money in things that are going to make him money.
Yeah, well, like you just said, he wants to buy an FNL team, so...
NFL team.
I said NFL.
You said NFLFN or something. Whatever. It's recorded. We could always go back and play it.
Yeah.
I'm Chuck.
I'm Jen.
And this has been the Psychic Couple's predictions for 2014 for superstars, the famous people.
Everybody in the news.
The people in the news. Happy holidays.
Yes, and tune in for newer, more exciting things later on.
Yes, we're not done with our psychic predictions for 2014. We're going to have, like, weather, climate, medical.
Politics, your favorite.
Politics. I was going to say that.
Politics. Have you seen the Obama site?
Don't go there. It was just reopened yesterday, and they're saying that's a success. If I get that word out, huh?
Yeah, they'd like to be able to get that word out, too.
God bless. Talk to you soon.